Kevin Morgan steps on that throttle, and we are racing. Heat race number 1. McSwain throws the hammer down. We are green for heat race number 5. 10 more laps. The zero of Hunter Parsons moves up into that number 2 spot cleanly. We got a side-by-side battle for P3 here between the 89 of Darren Freeman and the 67 machine of James Smith. Here comes Bryce Nichols in that 64, trying to open up the door on that 67, or get into it, one of the two. Oh, little contact on entry there. Coming up on 2 laps to go. Joey Reeder in the 011 on the high side there. This time by the white flag will be waving for that 42 of Jordan Casey. And as long as nothing crazy happens, he should be able to put this thing in victory lane after a hard-fought battle. That D1RT machine will come off of turn number 4 with the checker flag in hand. Jordan Casey's gonna steal the win. 3-wide battle going on here. McConnell and Satterfield. You see them mixing it up. The 5J is Jeff Isabel. And that yellow sprint car there running right along the bottom. McConnell in that white, black, and red Valvoline thing on the hood. White flag is waving up front. It's Bryce Bailey. He's going to run the bottom on the final time. Hammers down to the start-finish line. Checkered flag, the win. Gonna go to Bryce Bailey tonight. Barbucci searching the racetrack, trying to find some speed down on the bottom. He's gonna run the middle line this time. He's out there looking to find something. I believe it's gonna be up top. McConnell always on the bottom. He is like a catfish or something. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Sim Race TV. I'm Jay Weezy. Tonight it's been hectic, but we are here. The Crate Escape limited late models with the Monsters of Dirt at Lernerville. And it's the first race of the season. It's been a tough road getting here, but we're here now tonight. We had a bunch of heat races. If you were there for that, I'll tell you what, it was tough for me on my side of things, but those guys out there put on a great show, and they raced their way into this one tonight. Jordan Casey won in the server I was in, and I'm not sure who won in server number 2. But yeah, they're gonna qualify and they're gonna kick this thing off here, so it should be interesting. $25 to the winner. Second gets $15. Third will win $10. But to win, you got to be entered into the Winter 2020 Cash League. It's a $10 buy-in. It buys you into all series. And you must be bought in by week 6 to be eligible for any points payout at the end of the season. So there's still time. Get in where you fit in. If you want to get some of that money, you better get it going, honey. Send that $10. Not to me. Don't send it to me. I mean, you can send it to me, but you ain't going to get into the Cash League. All right, these guys are qualifying. I believe they already have the qualifying order. So they got all that figured out, I believe. We're just waiting for the race to start. And all this wouldn't be possible for the Monsters of Dirt if they didn't have great partners like all these guys and a lot of great people like you. We're here. Tucker made the race, absolutely. As far as I know, Rod Tucker made it. And he's here. Yeah, Rod Tucker, I see his car down there from the infield. You can see it when you, well, maybe you can't see it, but I seen it. It's in there. They're back there checking those tires, getting that thing ready. All right, let's it's gonna be 50 laps. And the past champions of this, I'll tell you a little bit about it, but you can check the information on this video, man. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Spring 2019 champion of this series is Blake Murray, and the summer 2019 champion is Jason McConnell. The fall 2019 champion, which you watched here live on SRTV Network last season, Robert Fletcher, is the defending champion here tonight, but I'm not sure if he's actually here. Yeah, Robert Fletcher is here to defend his title. And also the 2019 Driver of the Year, Jason McConnell. He's got a championship. He's got, let's see, in 2019, he got 2 wins, 9 top 5s, and 12 top 10s. Blake Murray is a champ, that's for sure. So watch out for Blake Murray, Jason McConnell, Robert Fletcher, and of course, all those other guys. Rod Tucker, J.D. Brown, Hayden Cardwell, you know, anybody from Bad Racing and all these other great teams. There's a lot of great teams out there, man. Dark Horse Motorsports, you got VLR. I don't know all the teams, but I see a Checkers and Wreckers car out there. You got let's see, who else you got? Let's look at some teams. Burton Performance, JIR Motorsports. Who you got winning this thing, man? Tell me who you got winning this thing. Blake, come on, man. You a champ. You gonna cash out like that, man? Come on, man. How could you back out of the Monsters of Dirt? Can't do that. It's the Monsters of Dirt, man. Guys are out there running some qualifying laps. Jordan Casey, the fastest in this session. Not that I don't know if it means anything, but we'll throw up the results. Jordan Casey, fastest. Dylan Hauser, Devin Morgan, Bailey Hipp, Cody Howard, Cole Henriksen, Evan C. Dustin Hall, J.D. Brown, and Zach McSwain. It's your top 10 fastest in this qualifying session. Did you see him send it?
It's been a wild night. 80 cars. It's down to U24.
Let's listen.
Winner gets $bucks. Second, 30. Third, 20. And I'll do a random draw at the end of the night. And the Cash League driver was in here tonight, and any of the lobbies win $10. If they weren't in here, we will move it to next week. It's been crazy. Sorry we cut it down to 50 laps, but because of all the lobbies, it's only fair that we hold on to our broadcaster for so long. Thanks to SRTV. Thanks for CC and LJ for stepping in. Appreciate everybody who helps Monsters of Dirt. Appreciate our sponsors, Dark Horse Motorsports. That's who makes the broadcasting happen for us. Go get that money, guys. Do it the right way.
All right, that was your league admin, John Etheridge. Race Control, giving a little bit of information there, and we let you listen in to Race Control now, so hope you like that. Hey, it might be a good thing for you. Let's do our starting grid here for tonight. Dustin, whoa. Okay. I don't think that's gonna work. You see that? It's a little weird.
Yeah, we didn't quite do that on purpose.
So there is no qualifying. All right.
Yeah, we didn't quite mean to make it open qualifying.
That's all right. We'll take care of it. I think John can hear me. All right. Well, it looks like Devin Morgan, Jordan Casey. We'll see if we can guess who it is. How about that? We'll try to guess. Let's see. Jordan Casey. Who he's got on his outside. The two? Bailey Hip? The Bailey? That's Bailey, right? Nope, that ain't Bailey. We'll just look at some of these cars. How about that? There's your leader, Jordan Casey. He's going to be starting off this thing. And they're going to line up, I believe, how they're supposed to. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. We got Jordan Casey and Dylan Hauser on the front row.
We let them qualify. They're going the way they are, Jay Weezy.
10-4. All right. Well, hey, open qualifying did count. So that's not going to work for me, I don't think. Not sure what's going on there. But it is what it is. We're going to roll like this. Jordan Casey and Dylan Hauser on the front row. Then we got Devin Morgan and Bailey Hip. And then we got the 42 of Cody Howard. The 0 of Cole Henriksen. How about this? I'm going off of memory here. How about that? That's pretty good, ain't it? All right. Well, the Evan C back there. Dustin Hall, green flag waves. They go 3 wide immediately. It's Bailey Hip in the middle. Jordan Casey digs it straight to the bottom. JD Brown on the bottom as well. Up front, slide across the nose there of Jordan Casey. That's Hauser. He wants to take over that lead, and Jordan's going to repay the favor, and the caution comes out. This is only 50 laps. So we're going to have to get it done pretty quick, especially if you're starting further back. Let's take a look on the replay. What happened? Oh, the 13 off track. I'm not sure if that's what brought out the caution. I wouldn't think so. I guess it did. All right. So the 13 of Justin Lawson, 113, I'm sorry. Justin Lawson slings it off the track there. Not what Jordan Casey wanted to see, because that's going to turn over the lead to Dylan Hauser. New leader. And as it sits right now, it's Jordan Casey sitting in second. Devin Morgan, Bailey Hip, Cole Henriksen, Cody Howard, Evan C., and Dustin Hall, JD Brown, and Zach McSwain is all in your top 10. We have a new leader, so sometimes those sliders pay off. If the caution can come out while you're ahead, that'll definitely pay off into your favor. And apparently Dylan Hauser was expecting to see a caution early, threw a couple sliders, and the caution came out in his favor. We're gonna have Hauser leading us to the green, and the 42 of Jordan Casey. Right behind them is Devin Morgan and Bailey Hip, Cole Henriksen, Cody Howard, Evan C., and Dustin Hall, JD Brown. We're racing. They're all over the racetrack right now. Hauser sneaks away with nobody up next to him right now. Jordan Casey trying to get to him.
We didn't specify a restart zone. We just said coming off of 4 all night.
Morgan looks fast right now. Devin Morgan, that 112.
My fault. I wasn't sure how
lobby
one was
that
ranked.
was about a tenth faster than your leader.
We'll do it on the next one.
Let's take a look further back where we got a rat's nest, a hornet's nest, whatever you want to call it. Look like a pack of wild animals. Looking at that 77 of Robert Fletcher, the defending champion. Right now, Robert's sitting back in 16th. Let's go back up front. It's pretty much single file. We got a car off the racetrack. Zach McSwain, Dustin Hall, side by side. The J5 of Jamie Reed. Right behind them, these two drivers are on the same team. I believe that's Bad Racing right there. Zach McSwain gets away just soon enough because Dustin Hall gets a bumper from someone. Was it Jamie Reed? Let's take a look. Side by side with his teammate there. And then Jamie Reed with a bulldozer. I'm just kidding. Jamie Reed with a little tap there on Dustin Hall. Knocks him sideways. Dustin held on to it, and it looks like it's the caution.
Fire in between the cones.
Save him a couple spots. That's going to put Dustin Hall in 11th, which is not much further back where he was. You see Zach McSwain right there in that number 9 spot. So up front still looks the same. Dylan Hauser, Jordan Casey, Devin Morgan, Bailey Hipp, Cody Howard is your top 5. JD Brown made his way. You know that's the GOAT, right? Y'all know that's the GOAT right there, don't you? Look at, oh, and he's got an SR TV Network logo on there. He must knows I talk about him. Somebody done told him. Don't tell him, man. Don't tell him. I've been a fan of JD Brown for quite
told me
a
that
while.
you needed a EOL, and I went back and looked at it, and you drove really hard right into that guy. He didn't even really get loose or anything, Jamie.
So it looks like Jamie Reed's going to get a penalty for bringing out that caution there. Dustin Hall. The reason of that caution, well, the reason that iRacing, determined it to be a caution. Dustin Hall sideways. Here we go. About to go back. Green flag racing. Dylan Hauser sends us back. Green and contact between Devin Morgan and Jordan Casey. They have managed to hang on to it. That's some hands right there. We got Wheelman in this race. Cody Howard, the only one of the top 5 or 6 that were on the bottom. JD Brown trying to make some moves. Bailey Hipp right in front of him. Behind him is Evan C., Cole Henriksen, and Zach McSwain. Zach McSwain. This is the Monsters of Dirt. Check out Monsters of Dirt at iRacing, monstersofdirt.com. Click on the description of this video, and you will find all the information that you need, Buddy Weaver. Or Weiser. Sorry about that. All right, let's take a look at the replay. Find out why we're under caution. The 64 of Bryce Nichols off of the racetrack. Let's take a look at what happened to him. Oh, let's go back a little bit further here. The 113 in front of him. Justin Lawson. It's not what caused him to go off. We'll watch it one more time. Rod Tucker on the bottom. Who's the blue car? Blake Bentley? Yeah, so Blake Bentley and Bryce Nichols get together, bring out the caution. 20 laps into this one. So you know what that means? We got about 30 laps to go or so. And remember, first place wins 25, second place wins 15, third will receive $10. All from Monsters of Dirt, Dark Horse Motorsports. This is the Crate Escape Limited Late Models. And if you're interested, like I said, check out iRacingMonstersOfDirt.com for more information, or click on the link of this video. Look at the description. It's got everything.
What you need me to look back on?
Well, everything that I could think of. How about that? All right, looks like Jordan Casey's being scored as the leader. He must have had a nose ahead of Dylan Hauser there that time.
Admins haven't thrown one fucking caution this race.
Easy now. Well, we're going to turn off race control now. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. We are back green. Oh, man. Let's see what's going on. 3 wide, Bailey Hip. And look at the run that Dylan Hauser got down the backstretch. Was able to slide across the nose of Jordan Casey. Retake the lead of this one. Bailey Hip, Devin Morgan, and Cody Howard not far behind. JD Brown, Evan C. is in the mix as well. All these drivers running right around the top of the racetrack here at Lernerville. We're on board with Devin Morgan, that 112. Looks like he had a little bit of contact with the outside wall. JD Brown's gonna pull a slide right up in front of Morgan. Take over the number 4 spot. Here comes Morgan with a slider in return. JD Brown gonna cross him over. And Cody Howard watching all this as he runs right along the bottom side of the racetrack, along with Kevin Dedman. Kevin Dedman back there. He's in that 0. And then right behind him, look at the mess we got going on with our defending champ. Robert Fletcher in that 77 machine. The 113 in the mix. Justin Lawson, Daniel Cummings Jr. right there as well. These guys are going at it. Let's go back up front. Dylan Hauser, your leader. Jordan Casey sitting in second. JD Brown, Evan C. and Devin Morgan right there, all fighting for that number 4 spot. Devin Morgan with his right rear over top of the berm there, barely keeps it on the racetrack. Trying to find a way around JD Brown. He's gonna send it off into turn 3. JD knows it's coming, throws the crossover. They're gonna some side-by-side action there on the front straightaway. JD just cannot get away from Devin Morgan right now. That might be the break he needed. That's going to separate him. And we're going to go back up front where Dylan Hauser leading still over Jordan Casey, Bailey Hip, JD Brown, and Evan C. These two guys been fighting the whole time as we are coming up on 15 laps to go in this 50-lap race. It's been a long night here at Lernerville with the Monsters of Dirt, but it is coming to an end. And right now, Dylan Hauser looking good, but tell you what, Jordan Casey knows how to put his car in victory lane. We drop back real quick here. JD Brown, Evan C., and Cody Howard, Devin Morgan, and Kevin Dedman, Zach McSwain, Cole Henriksen is the final car in the top 10. And let's keep an eye on Bailey Hip. Bailey right there. Got a lot of space in front and a lot of space in behind him there. But this is where the racing is happening right here for the lead. Dylan Hauser, Jordan Casey. They cannot get away from one another. They've both led laps. But right now it is Dylan Hauser out front. Let's jump on board with Jordan Casey. Caution comes out while we're riding with Jordan Casey, just trying to get a feel, an idea of what it's like to ride around here at Lernerville. But right now, let's go back and take a look and see why we're under caution. Oh, Cody Howard gets off of the racetrack there. He gets it woed down along Zach McSwain. Zach McSwain, Jordan Casey looking to get back on the racetrack, but it does bring out a yellow flag. The pace truck does come off of pit road, and that's going to bunch these guys back up. So rack them back up. Let's do this one more time. It's going to be about a 7-lap race to the end. And it's going to be a battle between Jordan Casey, Dylan Hauser for sure, but Bailey Hipp, JD Brown, and Evan C. might have a shot at this one now. All that green flag lap racing that went on is going to close everybody back up. Jordan Casey and Dylan Hauser had separated themselves from third by quite a bit of a ways, not too far, but I don't think Bailey Hipp would have got to him before this one came to an end. And now that's going to give Bailey Hipp and JD Brown, Devin Morgan, and Evan C., all those guys are going to get another shot at making something happen here. Pace truck pulls off, and they're going to fire off a turn number 4. Hopefully for the final time. Dylan Hauser and Jordan Casey get a great restart. Actually, everybody gets a good restart. And no, Dylan Hauser gets off of the racetrack, tries to get back on. And that turns the lead over to Jordan Casey. And JD Brown sits there along with Bailey Hipp, Evan C. Dylan Hauser now, he's back in the 10th position or so. Back there, a lot of racing going on further back in the pack, but right now we are focused on these guys up front. JD Brown trying to put a move on Bailey Hipp. Gets into the fence there just a little bit. That's going to cost him a little bit of track position and allow Evan C. to move up in there along with Devin Morgan. Kevin Dedman also in the mix. Dedman running right along the bottom of the racetrack. And I believe I haven't seen him up towards the top of the racetrack, so he may have been running down there all night. As we are coming to 2 laps to go, this time by, the battle in front of him is Bailey Hipp and Evan C. for that number 2 spot. Evan parks it on the nose of Bailey Hipp, takes over that position, and that bunches everybody back up and opens the door for JD Brown once again after that little bit of contact. The final time around the racetrack, Jordan Casey still leading Evan C. and JD Brown second and third. Off of turn 4, it's going to be Jordan Casey, your winner. Evan C. is going to bring it home second. JD Brown is going to take that third place. $10 $10 spot. All right, that means Jordan Casey's going to take home 25. Evan C's going to get 15. And JD Brown's going to get $10 from the Monsters of Dirt here for the Dark Horse Motorsports Crate Escape Limited Late Models here at Lernerville. The season opener, race number 1. Jordan Casey, your winner. He got it done, and he looked good at doing it. A lot of racing going on between Jordan Casey and Dylan Hauser, but with a little bit of a late race mistake there for Dylan Hauser causes him to drop all the way back. He's going to finish 8th, and we'll let you know. The race results are coming up, and right after that, thank you, Linda. Thanks for coming out. We're going to have driver interviews, so don't go nowhere. Jordan Casey and Evan C. and JD Brown are on the podium of this one. Bailey Hip, Kevin Dedman, Devin Morgan, Joe Isabel, Dylan Hauser, Cole Henriksen, Blake Bentley, Rod Tucker, Daniel Cummings Jr., Justin Lawson, Garrett Niebergy, and we got Chris Myers, Robert Fletcher, Zach McSwain, Cody Howard, Brent Allen, and Anthony Cottle. Dustin Hall, Trevor Holman, Bryce Nichols, and Jamie Reed's going to round out your race results here for the Monsters of Dirt. They couldn't do it without the great people out there like you guys and like these guys up on the screen here, man. I tell you what, a lot of great people out there. And I hope 2020 is just a great season and a great year for all of you guys, and hopefully me too. But moving on, we're going to talk to, let's see, our 3rd place finisher first. How about that? See if we can talk to him. JD Brown. JD Brown. It's Jay Weezy, man. You got a copy?
Sure do.
Tell you what, man, you was out there putting some moves in. A little bit of trouble out there. A lot of racing going on. How tough was it to get up from where you started all the way up to that 3rd place? Hey, man, you're going to take home $10.
Yeah, I was supposed to start 3rd originally, then stuff happened. I had to start 9th, and it was good. I for sure thought I was a 2nd place car, and if I maybe started more up front, could have battled for the lead a lot more, but it was hectic. The last 10 lap run we had was intense, and I almost had Evan at the line there, but it was fun racing at the very end. Good run.
Yeah, you sent it there trying to get that number 2 spot there coming off of 4, and just didn't have the momentum. A lot of racing going on between you and him. It was a lot of fun to watch you out there. And if you think you'd have started 3rd, man, you think you could have pulled this thing off. I know Jordan Casey was fast. Dylan Hauser, pretty quick too. But man, you look good out there. I seen you getting to the wall a little bit, and that might have stopped your charge up towards the front of the pack. Anything differently you wish would have happened?
Just got battles, and I shouldn't really have gotten it. I think if I just got a clean air, I would have been able to really battle for a lead there. Just caught up with too many slider job battles and couldn't really gain positions too much, especially at the very end. I think if I just got clean air and got in a 2nd, may have had something for Casey.
Man, it's been a long night, and you earned your spot here tonight. And hey, man, don't spend that $10 all in one spot. You know I will. Or you can give it to me. I'll take it. You know, you probably got plenty anyways.
Yeah, of course.
Hollywood JD Brown, man, it's always good talking to you. You know I'm your biggest fan, and you finished 3rd tonight. Who you want to thank?
SCP and Dominated Dirt Iron Eye Wraps, because Dustin makes good wraps. He's been doing all mine recently, and they've been turning out great. You, of course, for the broadcast and helping us out. Everyone at Bad Racing, Hayden, Zach McSwain, Dustin Hall, and guys at Checkers and Records. They run Sunday morning, run their podcast on Checkers and Records on Facebook. Go watch them, and yeah. It's a good run for us tonight.
Absolutely, man. Was hoping to see Hayden out there, but he didn't show up. He must not have wanted none.
No, obviously not.
All right, JD, good talking to you. Good job tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that was third place finisher. We're going to move on to the driver of the number 33 machine. Started seventh. Not quite sure where he was supposed to start, but he managed to put it on the podium and take home $15. Evan, is Jay Weezy, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you managed to get it, let's see, started seventh. You worked your way all the way up to second. Where was you supposed to start first?
I was supposed to start around 14th, I think.
So it worked? Yeah, that's a good thing.
I was able to pick up 7 spots in that qualifying right before the race. So
yeah, we watched you guys.
A lot of the pain away.
Yeah, we watched you guys out there. A lot of racing, man. A lot of fast drivers. What was the key to your success to get all the way up to second? And what would you have wished it would have went differently?
Yeah, I was just trying to keep it clean. The top was pretty dominant when he reset the track. He reset the track to a pretty high percentage.
Yeah.
And that just kind of made the top dominant. So I was just mainly trying to find a spot open on the high side and just kind of ride and, stay out of wrecks. And then towards the end there, when the high side went away just a little bit, you can kind of slide it in on the bottom and get around some people. So I think I picked up a few positions doing that towards the end, just sitting in it on the bottom and just making sure I pulled up in front of people coming off the turn.
Well, you're one of those drivers that I always see up front. At least that's what it seems like. I always see that. And one thing I know is when I see your car, I know exactly who it is. I don't care what number's on it. So if you ever change that paint job, that might throw me for a loop, man. But you did a heck of a job out there tonight. You're going to put $15 in your pocket and you're going to come out of this thing second. You're going to take a run at this championship?
Yeah, we're going to try to run Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights in the Marks and Dirt series, and hopefully we can just keep on getting consistent finishes in the top 5 and stuff, and maybe make a run for the championship.
Yeah, and hopefully it'll go a little bit smoother than it did tonight, at least for me. I had a tough time, and I know the people out there watching may have had a tough time trying to keep up with it, but hopefully next time it won't be like that. But man, you raced your way in, and that wasn't easy, and then you worked your way up through there to come home second, man. Congrats on that. Anybody want to thank?
Yeah, I just want to thank Team VLR, FTP, Kevin Deadman, Dirty Grass Soul, Capron Screen Printing, Supermoon Graphics, Captain Ben Morgan, and thank you all for doing the broadcast and Monsters and Dirt for the series.
Hey, man, we definitely appreciate it, and it's always fun watching you out there, man. Can't wait till next time.
Thank you.
Got it, buddy. All right, that was your second place finisher, but we're going to move on to the winner of this one. The driver of the 42 started on the pole. He dropped back to second for a second there because I believe the caution came out, but he managed to make his way back up to the front of this thing. He's going to take home $25 for getting the win. And I don't know, he might be down there celebrating. Jordan, you got your ears on? All right, well, hey, maybe he can't hear me. We'll give him a second. Maybe he's got champagne all over his face. He needs a towel. Get him a towel. Give him the mic. We'll try it one more time. We'll try to reach out to him. Jordan, you got a copy, bud? Yeah, we got you. We got you. Not loud and clear, but we got you. Hey, man, I say your name, I think, more than anybody sometimes. It seems like I wake up saying Jordan Casey. I even got you in my intro video, man. You was able to pull off the win. You raced your way in. A lot of battling going on between you and Dylan Hauser, man. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was just kind of whoever got up front there had the advantage. I tried to get him on the start. Hauser was really good on them restarts when he started outside of me, and it screwed me pretty much every time I had the lead. And then that last one, I just got lucky and timed it pretty good and got lucky again because he slid up and fell off the track, and then
Yeah.
pretty much smooth.
Yeah, man, that's one of the hard parts about Lernerville. You know, it's an easy it's easy to slide off the track, and unfortunately, well, fortunately for you, he slid off of the track, man. But I think you had the fastest car out there, consistently fast. You're always up front, and I know when I see that 42 with that D1 RT on, I know who it is, man. Congrats on the win. You're gonna put $25 in your pocket, man. You get to take the first win for the season opener here for season 4 of the Winter 2020 series here for the Dark Horse Motorsports Crate Escape Limited Late Models. You gonna take a run at this championship?
I don't know. I mean, these things are just not really my cup of tea to drive, these limiteds. I joined tonight because it was a money race and had a chance to win some money. So
Everybody likes
I don't
money.
know if I'm gonna run the whole thing. It gets pretty boring driving these things around when compared to like a super or
Yeah.
a modified. Something you really got to be up on the wheel. So I mean, it was a good race. I had fun. I had a lot more fun than I thought I was going to. Me and Hauser were putting on a good show, and you raced me clean. I raced him clean, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, man, I agree. I totally agree. You guys were the class of the field. You opened up a pretty big gap there at the end, and it worked out for you, and you get that $25. And I'd love to see you. So if you ain't got nothing else to do, at least come out and race, man. It's always fun watching you out there, and you got the win for the D1 RT boys. So congrats on that. Anybody want to thank?
Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you for broadcasting, John, and all the guys at Monsters of Dirt for putting on the series. Everybody at D1 RT that's helped me get faster here these last couple months. Appreciate them, and that's about it. Thank you, man.
Absolutely, man. Hey, congrats on the win. Go spend that money on something good.
Oh, for sure.
You got it, buddy. All right, that was Jordan Casey, the winner tonight for race number 1 for the Monsters of Dirt, or the
Monsters of Dirt.
the Dark Horse Motorsports Crate Escape Limited Late Models. Tonight was race number 1 of the season, so that means next week will be race number 2. Every Tuesday, check out iRacingMonstersOfDirt.com if you want to get hooked up with these guys, or check out the description of this video. Got a lot of good information, a lot of links in there. So if you want to contact somebody, or if you need any information out there, it's there for you. And definitely want to thank everybody for coming out and watching this one. You guys are what make all of this possible. Thanks to all the drivers that showed up. Thanks to the Monsters of Dirt. We'll be back tomorrow with the All-Star Series. So if you want to watch a good one, come on back and watch that one tomorrow night. I believe it's at around 9 o'clock. I'm not for sure. I have to double check. But we will be putting up a post for that here later on tonight or something like that. So you'll see by tomorrow morning. You'll know something. And of course, Monsters of Dirt couldn't do it without all the great people that helped make it possible for them, like all the people you see right here. So thanks to all of you guys. And of course, for SRTV Network, Monsters of Dirt, the Dark Horse Motorsports, guys, I'm Jay Weezy. Until next time, keep getting dirty.